Hi, my name's Drew Smith and I am a coach in leadership and in life. I focus on helping folk with the big transitions, whether that's into a new role, a new career, or even a new phase of life. The way I like to think about my work is supporting people as they unfold into the fullest expression of themselves, and this video is the next in my series called Unfolding Insight. Now, it's an experience that's common to many folk who meditate. You take your seat, you take a few deep breaths to settle in anticipation of some peace and quiet, and if you're lucky, maybe some insight. Things feel good as your breath slows and you feel those sit bones relax towards the floor. Then bam! After a moment of quiet, or two, if you're really lucky, a voice pops up that nags away and just will not shut up. No, do it that way. You're doing it wrong. Do it this way instead and sit up straight. Why are you even meditating anyway? It's a waste of time. You're never going to achieve the peace that you're after. The presentation's due tomorrow. You really should check it over. You don't want to disappoint the client or your boss. Call your mother. Have you called your mother lately? You really should call your mother. On and on it yaps, driving you to the point of distraction and often to the sense that meditation's more trouble than it's worth. Many's the time I gave up my practice because the voice in my head was so damn strong. For the longest time, this voice was me. It was my own worst enemy, always there inside my head, always ready with a wretched remark that could cut right to the bone because it knew me so well. And it wouldn't just show up when I was meditating either. If I was trying to make a decision about asking for a raise, say, there it would be telling me I should know my place and be more patient before asking for more money. Or if I was trying to set a boundary with somebody who wasn't treating me right, it'd tell me not to risk upsetting them even more by setting the boundary. Worst of all, the voice kept me in shitty jobs and shittier relationships because it told me I should always have something else to jump to before walking away, or that I wouldn't find anything better, or that I wasn't worth anything better. How could a part of me be so cruel? Why would it want to keep me so small? And what could it be trying to achieve by keeping me that way? Well, here's the big secret about this voice in my head. It's not my voice. And the one in your head? It's not your voice either. Rather, these voices are simply accreations of all of the voices we had around us as kids that were trying to manage us, for better and for worse, into life. It's the parent that was struggling to do their best but needed to keep us under control. It's the older sibling that felt threatened by us and needed to keep us small. Or it's the teacher that projected their unhappiness with their own life onto us, their students. But because these people were supposed to love us and were charged with our care, and because we were small and didn't know any better, we took on their voices as the voices of love and care. And in a truly gnarly twist, we learned to appease them and to flatter them to avoid punishment or abandonment so that we might stay safe in their presence. Here's the bigger secret though. If we never bring our attention to these voices and how they continue to show up in our adult lives, they'll continue doing what they've always done: keep us safe. They'll continue to keep us small through their constant criticism and cajoling. They'll take us away from presence, fucking not just with our meditation, but with our lives. Here's a little experiment you can run. Close your eyes just for a minute. Settle in and just quiet your mind. I'll give you a minute here just to sit there in peace. Now, how long did it take for the voice in the head to spark up and start nagging you? And what did it have to say? This is stupid. That wasn't a minute, or some variation on those petty little themes. By bringing our awareness to the voice in the head, by recognizing that it's not actually us that's yabbering away, we can actually start to build a different relationship with this voice, one in which over time we might even start to befriend it and see some of the wisdom that it might even hold. One of the simplest ways I've learned for building this kind of awareness into my day-to-day life is this. Set a reminder on your smartwatch or phone 10 times a day and ask yourself when that reminder goes off, who's looking out from behind these eyes? If the voice in your head is running wild, pulling you away from the present moment into its internal battles and strife, this can be a beautiful, gentle way to bring yourself back to presence and awareness. And that question, who's looking out from behind these eyes, points to the most important truth here. We are not the voices in our heads, and we don't have to take what they say at face value. Over the next few videos, I'm going to be diving deeper into how to build this awareness of the voice. I'm going to explore in greater detail where it comes from and what it's trying to tell us. And I'm also going to share some ways in which we can start to befriend it. But in the meantime, if you're interested in jumping into your own exploration of how the voice in the head might be holding you back from unfolding into life, I'd love to explore that with you. And you can check out my coaching offer at Unfolding. That's unfoldi.ng. I'll see you next time.